I was wrong about the Su-27 Flanker. I thought it outrated the F-16 Viper, and now he is clearly coming around on my 6.
What the hell were you thinking?
Well, I know the Viper's the rate king, but if we look at the diagrams, the Viper's got an 18.8 maximum sustained turn rate, and on paper the Su-27 has a 19.1. So although they're very close, the Su-27 I thought should win, but maybe I just didn't hold my rate speed or I did something wrong. Clearly I did something wrong because he's about to line me up for a shot. Let me try to set up an overshoot. I avoid the first shot, avoid the second, and up until now I have not used my secret weapon. Avoid the third shot. He got me on the fourth one. Time to hit the secret Cobra button. It's not really a button, it's more like a switch, and it's not really a secret either. It turns off the computer control limit and lets me go full you know what on these horizontal stabilizers. I'm still out in front, so one more good Cobra pull should put him out in front, but now I'm also pretty slow. Now when I turn back into him, maybe I'll be behind him. I was thinking while I was slow, it would be better for him to hold his turn so he could outrate me again, but instead he elects to extend. I guess he was worried I was already getting behind him, and now he is climbing up. My misconception is that I was exclusively in the control zone. I didn't realize he had created enough turning room to flip his nose on me. He got me again, and that pilot is Clarence. One of the best at getting the Viper turned around in the minimal amount of space. I think him and Mothman are two of the best at doing that. I'm constantly asking, how'd you do that? I test fired my gun. As I no longer have a HUD, I just wanted to see where the bullets landed in the HUD. I'm trying to remember that spot on the glass so I can use it to aim with. Now I've learned my lesson with Clarence. You can't allow him to extend and allow enough turning room to flip his nose back on you, but I also have no way of tracking him. I've got no closure on the HUD. I have no HUD, so I don't know if he's setting up an overshoot by rapidly slowing down or if he's extending, trying to get enough turning room, and then do the flippy floppy and put his nose on me. I used to play Counter-Strike with a guy named Sneaky Bastard. I think that'd be a great call sign for Clarence, although Clarence is a great call sign on its own. Now, one of the things I gotta be careful with is flying in a straight line with the Cobra button. As you see, when I relax my hand, it pulls down the stick, instantly blacking me out. I pull the throttle back just so I can see the switch and re-engage the ASC controls. As long as I'm in a turn with tension on the stick, the Cobra button's fine. Otherwise, I like to trim it. Oh, not the bridges.
Oh! Oh, no, she didn't!
Oh, yes, she did!
No, she didn't!
Yes, she did!
No, she didn't!
Yes, she did, Peter! I just saw it!
All right, take it easy.
And look how well he set up this overshoot. I can't pull any tighter or else I'd run into him. Pretty impressive how he's able to stall fight with the F-16. I use a little bit of split throttle here just to give myself a little bit of push in that direction. You hear that little bump as both engines come back on. I'll try to pull for the shot, but as you can see, I still can't pull him in the HUD. All I can do is look up and watch him go by. And honestly, I'm just impressed with his stall maneuvers. And now him being completely out of energy, this is where the Su-27 lives. The slow fight is where the Flanker dominates. And this could be lag, but it looks like I'm bouncing my aircraft trying to get my nose on him. I'm also lucky to have tracers.
Success.
And let's be honest, I should have lost that round. I got hit twice. I'm pretty lucky. The server I am currently flying in is DCS Dogfighters. The map is Syria. The VR headset I am currently flying in is the Pimax Crystal Light. Coming up July 27th, Pimax will be having a flash sale. Use Reload 10 to get a 10% discount on that day. After the 27th, you can still use code RELOAD for a small discount. And here comes our Viper. And we don't shoot until after the merge. I've got him locked in BVR so I can read his speed.
Fight!
So I learned my lesson with Clarence. In this aircraft, I don't think I have the skill to outrate the Viper. So I need to push the one circle as much as I can. And it's interesting the little move that he does here. This is something I do a lot of times to people. He forces me to change my angle if I want to get the shot. I overspeed going almost straight down and have to use the Cobra button to avoid hitting the ground. I lock him up with the helmet, pulling straight towards him. I guess I'd rather be in a vertical two circle than a horizontal two circle. I'm also a little bit slow here, so I'd like to build my speed. Again, I'll lock him up with the helmet. Once I have enough speed, I'll just use the Cobra button to go ahead and pull him into the HUD. Right now, I'm flying with the Cobra button on or off. I'm not sure what the right term is, off or on. The switch is basically off. So I'm not really raiding with him. I'll build just enough speed, lock him with the helmet, and then with the power of the Cobra, go ahead and pull him into the HUD. It's almost like a minimum radius. This is very similar to what I used to do in the Tomcat before they nerfed it. Kind of nerfed what you could do with the flaps. But I don't want to hang out here in the rate with him. I'd like to land some shots sooner than later. But my speed is very good. As long as I have enough speed, I can keep pulling him into the HUD with the Cobra. If I am forced to stay in the rate, I want to be closer to that 800 kilometers, which I am currently at. Nice jinx, and now he's taking me up. I'm pretty sure he's trying to set up the overshoot, but he will play mind games, because another thing he likes to do is fake like he's setting up an overshoot and then extend out enough to where he can flip his nose back on me. So it's almost like a poker game. Will he bluff the overshoot or will he bluff the extension? But with the lock, I can see the closure, so it's going to be a lot harder for him. You see that little ladder on the left? The arrow is tracking his closure. So when he's at the bottom, he's the closest, and he's at the top, he's 5 kilometers out. And here we go. It's finally happening. I am not going to let him get this overshoot. That was probably more my fault.
Carlito, go to the light.
Nah, I'm good, man.
Usually to start the round, players that have been here a while, they'll dive to the deck, and once again that's for the exclusive turning room. If the other player doesn't come down, you can turn up into him as much as you want, but he can't turn down into you because of the ground. And I have locked him in BVR, which allows me to see his speed and let me see him through these trees, which is a good thing for me. And from here on out, I will go one circle every single time in the Su-27. He is hard to see, so I love how I can switch the helmet to yellow, lock him in the helmet, and then it'll track him for me. Putting that little circle around it makes it so much easier to see. I love the Su-27 and all the little things that you can do with it. It is one of my favorite aircraft. We score some hits right down the middle of the fuselage, and looks like we damaged his right horizontal stabilizer. But you gotta be careful when you shoot a Viper and he doesn't go down. It starts to leak fuel and becomes what we like to call Super Viper. I land some more shots and he gets the overshoot. And now I worry because he's light on fuel and he's behind me. The Flanker and the Viper rate around the circle at similar degrees, and since he slammed on brakes and I'm a lot faster, I should still be able to come around on him. But looks like I'm not gonna need to, as his wing just fell off.
That's unfortunate.
Hello from the cockpit, this is your captain speaking. As you can see, it appears that we are going down. Now would be a good time to reflect on your life and pray to whatever deity you believe in.
The Soviet Union developed the Su-27 in the 1970s specifically to compete with the US F-15 in terms of range, speed, and agility. The first prototype flew in 1977 and it entered service in 1985. It wasn't the first to perform a Cobra, but it did perfect it. It became a highlight of Russian air shows. And seeing a Cobra maneuver at an air show today is still impressive.
Fight!
The Su-27, in my opinion, is one of the most beautiful aircraft. I think it borrows from the F-14 Tomcat, and I think both are just so beautiful. Imagine if the Su-27 could do swept wing. I imagine that would be pretty cool in an alternate universe. We just missed him there as I get sidetracked with my imaginations. He does a quick reversal, maybe trying to put me in the scissors. Again, just missed. I thought that was a good shot. He drops some flares for distraction. Easily lock him with the helmet, and I love the targeting system of the Su-27. You line one circle up with the other and it's super accurate. Watch how accurate this is. That round didn't count. So I totally got sidetracked talking to Clarence during this round, and I forgot I wanted to show you how I lock the target with BVR, and then I can read his airspeed before the merge. I locked him with the electro-optical sighting system, which doesn't activate the radar, so he doesn't get a warning, which is good, but I also don't know his speed on the merge, which I usually like to match at least.
Fight!
Of course he's fast. So when I heard that sonic boom, or I thought was a sonic boom, I got a little bit worried because I didn't have him locked, so I don't know his speed. I don't know how fast he's going. But on this replay, I didn't see his afterburner, so maybe he wasn't as fast as I thought.
Springfield 2, focus, 1-1, bra, 276, 4130 at 30,000 gold.
I think we can ignore that. We get call outs in the Flaming Cliff planes all the time. You can easily turn off the radio with a keybind. In fact, I also turn off the over-G warning, but someone told me in Russian it's not an over-G warning, it says something else. But if you put it to English, that's what she says, so that's why I call it the over-G warning. But apparently that's not correct. But many of the things that I say aren't correct, so par for the course. I'm getting a little slow here, so I am worried, but we are going almost straight down, so I think I'm fine. Lock him with the helmet. I can pull him in for the shot, and I don't think I've pressed the Cobra switch yet on this one. And watch how you can line up the shot with this targeting system. Even though he's under the HUD and sometimes you can't see, you can still line the circles up together and make a pretty cool shot. I'm not exactly sure what he's doing here or how he's doing these spinneroonies. I'm just trying to line my circles up together. His stalls got me all impressed, but I get a little bit too close.
Oh, yeah, baby. You feel so good. I love how soft you are. I need your soft, pillowy cushions.
I don't know what she's saying, but I'm sure it's my fault. Check out our burning wreckage as it falls from the sky in the distance. I think that's pretty cool. I'm the one burning in two pieces, but there's Clarence. I don't know if you can see him falling out of the sky. He's dead. I don't know why he took so long to respawn. I guess he was blacked out from the G's. DCS is awesome. All right, let's focus up this round. I guess we're not focusing because I didn't even turn on my radar. I'm in gun sight, so I don't know what I'm doing here.
I need you to get locked in.
Okay, we're getting locked in, but I don't even know where he's at. He's behind this hill somewhere. I'm going over the trees, going over the power lines. There he is. Okay, we're going one circle and we're locked in. I'm locking him with the helmet. Sometimes you just gotta practice your joust. It is a legitimate skill you gotta learn. We did trade, but I think he got the worst of it. If I zoom in, those two flaming things falling out of the sky, those are his wings.
Look, you stupid bastard, you've got no arms left. Yes, I have. Look!
Just a flesh wound.
What are you gonna do, bleed on me? I'm invincible! You're a loony.
So I was flying fast, doing over 800 kilometers, trying to pull him into the HUD. I guess at the time I didn't realize he was missing both wings and I was still shooting at him. I was having a hard time staying with him. He was flying just as fast as ever with no wings.
All right, we'll call it a draw.
Once I realized what was happening, I tried to give him an escort. There is a road down there, so he might be able to land. He looks like one of those sausage dogs. A dachshund. I'm surprised his wheels still come down. I tried to do the Top Gun Maverick where we go canopy to canopy, but then I also remember I've been shot as well, so I need to be careful. All right, looks like his wheels are completely down, so that's good. Oh no, he just flamed out. Fire out means the fuel's out. He just needs to put it down on that road. You can do it, Clarence.
Do it, lady.
Uh-oh, that road just took a turn and he's getting lift. I guess he has to. He needs to get over those buildings now. Oh, he should have stayed to the right.
Oh no.
Was he trying to land on that building?
Well, back to it then.
It's the final countdown.
It's the final round, and I just wanted to take the time to thank my one channel member. It's a little slow right now. Sweep Zone 1 has really been supporting the channel, and you can also become a channel member for as low as 99 cents.
Fight!
I think we've saved the best round for last. This was definitely the most intense dogfight of the night, hence the more intense music. I get the lock, we're going one circle. I'll be flying with the Cobra right off the merge. I thought this fight would be over early. Just missed the shot that could have ended the fight. I can hear the wind buffering off my wings, so I can tell I'm using the Cobra. I needed to roll more there. I feel like a little more time in the Su-27 and I'd be able to land that shot. He rolls his aircraft here, I guess preparing for a jink, but I'm still in a good position. It looked to me like he was extending on the bottom. I didn't pull because I wanted to make sure I had enough speed to follow him up. Hindsight, I think I was a little bit too cautious and I probably could have pulled for a shot here. That extra speed will come back to bite me, and I didn't even think it was that much.
What the? Oh shit! What the fuck was that?
That was the most impressive overshoot I have ever seen by an F-16 Viper, especially against a Su-27. That just does not happen.
You realize what you've done?
Not only did he pull off a great overshoot, but he somehow managed to keep enough speed to slide in right behind me. Now I'm fighting for my life. I can't stay in the rate with him, so I elect to reverse. I'll play defensive for now and try to get over his nose. Not sure even why I locked him here, because if I went for that shot, I'd be dead. Just misses me. At this point, I am going full defense. I'm not even trying to think about taking a shot. I momentarily cut the right burner, anticipation that he was going to come down attacking over my left shoulder, but he doesn't. He stays up, so I immediately re-engage both afterburners. Now it's time.
Splitting the throttles?
I lock him up, but we still don't have enough energy to be on the offense. We're still not out of danger. I just need to be patient. We'll try to slowly work our way into a better position. Sometimes the best defense is an aggressive offense. We're still very slow, around 200 kilometers, but I'm gonna go ahead and bluff, pull for the shot, using the Cobra switch that's been on this entire time, or off. That gets a reaction from him, but to be fair, they were close to landing, and that slows him down just enough for us to pull for another shot.
Success.
That was one of the most intense dogfights I have ever had against an F-16 Viper, especially versus a Su-27.
Are you kidding me?
Bye-bye.